Ayy, roll up my back, wouldn't let me get high. Keep this money by my side, I had to sacrifice.
One of the NBA's most shocking comeback stories is happening right in front of us, and it's happening right now. Markelle Fultz was one of the top prospects in the 2017 NBA draft and had a sure future in the NBA. During his short time at Washington, Fultz would average 23 points and nearly 6 assists a night. The 76ers were so high on him that they decided to trade up to the first overall pick to make sure he was a core piece of their future. The future looked bright, pairing him with Ben Simmons and Joel Embiid, forming their own big three for seasons to come. Everything looked in line for the future of Philly, with hopes of being a championship contender for the next decade. Now I wish I could tell you that this was a happy pairing between both sides, but if that were the case, you probably wouldn't be seeing this video. Philly's new fan favorite point guard would play phenomenal in the summer league, but would come back to training camp after the summer with a noticeable hitch in his jumper. He debuts this shot against the Washington Wizards in the opening night of his rookie season. Fultz would face all sorts of backlash on whether he is really injured or not. Fultz would go on to play a few more games with this jumper before being ruled out indefinitely due to a shoulder injury. Markelle would return on March 26, 2018 against the Denver Nuggets and would go on to become the youngest player to ever have a triple-double in a game against the Milwaukee Bucks, where he would score 13 points, 10 rebounds, and 10 assists. Let's fast forward to the upcoming offseason. Fultz starts working out with Drew Hanlon, a popular trainer that's known to put his players on blast. In that season, you could see Fultz still had a noticeable hitch in his shot. And around this time, it was revealed that Fultz was no longer on speaking terms with Drew Hanlon.
Markelle Fultz's trainer, Drew Hanlon, raised some eyebrows on Monday when he tweeted and then later deleted that Fultz wasn't healthy during an argument in Fultz's defense. So here's what the former #1 pick said about that yesterday.
I heard about it, but my mindset's been the same, come to work every day, play as hard as I can, help my team get better. Like I said, I haven't even seen the tweet or anything. I haven't paid attention to it. Like I said, my mindset is, we got Indiana coming up. I just want to get ready to help my team get ready to beat them. So.
Around this time, Fultz was pulled from the Sixers lineup due to his agent not believing that Fultz had recovered and was in no shape to play. Now, this would shock a lot of people, including myself during the time, because nobody really knew what was going on. Nobody really knew he had an injury, and he was a terrific three-point shooter in college. He averaged 41.3%, and now he's ending up on the wrong side of all these memes, shooting performances. It's just no good. It's not a good look, After a year of all these problems, Fultz was finally seeking help. His mystery shoulder injury that many would go on to call fake and made up, that he made it up in his head. This was diagnosed as thoracic outlet syndrome. Don't roast me if I pronounce that wrong. I really don't know, but this is an injury caused because of your blood vessels or your nerves. They run through a very specific space in between your neck and shoulders, and because of this, his muscles were weak, his shoulder was pinching, and it would cause him a lot of pain. Caused him to be hesitant whenever he shot the ball, and it even changed his shooting form. After a few years of battling to stay on the floor and trying to reteach himself to shoot, the 76ers would give up on him. Fultz was labeled a bust, and not many had high hopes for him. What could have been the next big three in the NBA was now only a thought of imagination. NBA Twitter and fans all around were having a field day, calling him a bust and a failure. Now the 76ers, they started to make some phone calls around the league, and it wasn't until the Magic rang their line. They gave Jonathan Simmons a protected first-round pick and a second-round pick. With the 76ers trying to win now, and the Magic, they're kind of been rebuilding their whole lives, I don't know. They both said yes, and Markelle was shipped off to Orlando. Juice WRLD said it best, man. He said, "All girls are the same." And
to sacrifice my own life for Pakistan.
What does that have to do with this? Well, all franchises are the same. There's no loyalty in the NBA. Markelle found that out quick. He got shipped off, and this is what he had to say. He wasn't going to let him stop him. He said this. He said, "It's the toughest thing, just like anything you love. If you ask anybody what's the thing you love the most and then take it away. If I had no arms, I'd still want to play basketball. Now that I have that back, I'm not taking anything for granted." Although Fultz, he might have had a couple rough years in his early NBA career, keep in mind that he's only 22 years old. It may seem like the Magic gave up a ton for him, but he still has a lot of potential, and the Magic believe in him, and that's something Fultz never really felt in Philly, so it's a new opportunity. And the Magic president of operations, Jeff Weltman, he said it best. He said he was the first to tell anybody no immediate expectation for Fultz. He says, however long it takes, that's how long it'll take. He showed flashes of his true self in just 72 games of the 2019 NBA season. Fultz would put up 12 points, 5 assists, while shooting 46% from the field. Fultz would go on to put up multiple 20-point games and 10-assist games that season, including a triple-double win over the 2020 NBA champions, the Los Angeles Lakers. There's no question that Fultz has slowly gained his confidence back, and he has taken that confidence into the season. In his first 4 games, Fultz has been putting on a much better show and better numbers. In just a few games, Fultz is averaging 18 points and dishing out 6 assists a night. Keep in mind that Fultz hasn't even reached his near potential. This man, potential is through the sky, right? And it seems like both of the two was a perfect fit, the Magic and both Fultz. They both seem to be pretty happy, and it seems like a match made in heaven. Fultz can feel appreciated, and he can develop with kind of freely, no timetable, and the Magic can finally get their guy and give Magic fans hope of what the future holds. What do you guys think? Is Markelle Fultz worth the hype, or is he not going to live up to his expectations? Leave a comment below. I'd love to hear your thoughts, and make sure you like, subscribe, all that funny stuff, and I'm out of here. Peace.